Welcome back. I was not able to fix the thing. I'm pressing bottom right trigger. I forgot what it's called. L2, I think. Yeah, L2, I think. Oh, yes, continue. Yes. That's right. What? Utilizing his dense energy to manipulate the flying blades from a distance and maximize Legend is already one step ahead. Before those lethal blades can even graze his skin, he manifests a dense shield of pure luminous power, effortlessly taking the explosive impact. Joshin does not expect his opponent to wield such a potent protective barrier. Even the youth must be exhausted from blocking this continuous 5-pointed sword formation. The old man rushes forward to press the enemy, his primary blade flashing in his hand. But Chuo is entirely prepared. He activates his advanced frontal stack, fluidly shifting controls. Stepping into the old man's blind spot for blow counters, and the two exchange a relentless flurry of blows. Oh, dude, I'm moving my control. I'm moving my controller right now. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I'm gonna do this, and the second I get jump scared, I'm gonna start moving it. I want to get jump scared on purpose. You cannot run. The old man fiercely declares that if all those bones and blood had already absorbed that miraculous spirit essence, there's nothing here. Drain every last one of his blood from his veins. Eventually, his eyes from his soul. Jim is going to end this battle by telling him to retire and apologize to his son. However, Chuno is also ready. I want to get jump scared. He immediately uses Joseph's steps, rushing toward his enemy. I'm just rocking Rambo. Randomly. And hope I get caught. For a moment, Marbury overwhelms him, but then, unlike during completely provoked to show him why even master martial artists explain history. So he immediately rises and with burning power rushes towards him. Around him, he is activating the explosive power of the transcontinent sword. Such is the transformation after the completion of the sky-splitting blade. Marbury knows this. He doesn't try to escape because he wants the opportunity to test his strength against such a powerful foe. His enemy also knows this, but he is confident that his power of 10,000 blades will finish Chuno no matter what. Even if he somehow misses him, he will at least injure him. Marbury is also ready with his sword as he activates his blade resonance. Jim is shocked to see that he has mastered the swordsmanship. Before he can understand the true depth of Marbury's power, Chuno rushes ahead with his blade. Despite Playtime's proclamation of its innocence, this way, the joke family finally ends. I want to get... The next day, the captain is taken back to see someone as powerful as Jibberton killed. You know, I'm just walking where I'm... You know, I'm walking around when... Randomly. It's quite satisfying. Now his next step is to put his own Bro's right down there. When he is gathering everything in his bag, that's what the especially since the average good. So he decides to use it to rockets and bloodlines that recognize he reduces vitality, but it doesn't catch. It frustrates him, so he decides to get then he decides to depart from it. He isn't going to catch it. Jim has gotten him in the first place. It is better if he goes off the street. For this purpose, he's going to use the wind spirit. Jamaica is a martial artist with a rebound, which is essentially enhancing their... I do not like this. Is the best result. Therefore, we can now use assumption explosion. It is that he is as fast as a first level, 3,000 ferocious beast. A medium-sized beast is kicked by him simply because his speed is faster than it. Thanks to the consumption of 42 milligrams, half a month of practice and digestion, he is able to surpass the speed of sound. Checking the system, he is glad to see that his wind attribute is upgraded to a bronze level. Now, if he runs with all his strength, he can reach 5 times his usual speed, which matches the speed of the launch. He decides not to stop training yet, but the after effects of his breakthrough, he will be able to hit body. With burning power, he starts training again, sensing the blood is flowing from the legs.
I'm on mute, and I hope you don't have to.
With the conflict settled, they finally leave.
Guys, I'm scared. Like, seriously, I'm scared.
As usual, they take a break from the night but don't let it fire so they don't expect anything. They rotate guards to watch the
Get up.
every 2 hours. Shingo shares that the Chenya's leadership is great, as they have traveled smoothly and able to percent before she speaks. Tomorrow they will reach the Chen complex. Elaine agrees, mentioning that it is his first time in Shingo's country.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared.
As Ruben falls back,
I'm scared.
the group can't comprehend what just happened.
Make it.
Knowing for clear fact that someone is after them.
I make it.
The strange thing is that he can't sense any
You're gonna make it. You're just gonna take that.
And then within seconds,
Like my back. Scared. Take that. Take that.
he can finally see the creature. Becomes incredibly tense as he recognizes it. It is a blind weasel. Everyone is on high alert to look at his face and up and down. Our boy tries to articulate
Settings.
thinking they are completely done for since the blind weasel can travel through space. The leader tries to reassure them, stating it is just a level 3 ferocious beast. If they can find a flaw and take it on together, they stand a chance. He orders everyone to form a defensive circle, standing back to back, so the moment they spot the beast, they can attack their father and mother. Everyone complies. Kumo respects Jinwo's leadership.
I'm moving my controller up and down right now.
Formation gives them surveillance from all directions. But he still
Did you notice it?
Suddenly, the guards
Did you notice it?
and instantly, an attack shoots straight into his chest.
You did it.
Everyone is taken.
The way that we came in, it's gone. This is like me at like 2 a.m. in the morning when I haven't slept, when I woke up at like 3 o'clock and stayed up all day. It's again. Oh, that. You believe that?
Swinging his sword wildly here and there in a desperate attempt to kill the creature. However, desperation makes him use his sword, which constantly blood.
Going this way? Like, I can barely hear the TV with my music.
Everyone looks on in awe. He actually
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
He shouts to the group that since the reason
Nope.
speed will be effective, so everyone needs to stay alert. The remaining group calls out directions whenever they spot the beast, and Jumo immediately flashes over to attack. Suddenly, the beast's activity stops. Jimmy appears and never gives up on his
Yeah.
prey unless it touches. So she senses it must still be lurking nearby. Meanwhile, our boy
I wish you guys could see me right now.
must either be heavily
I wish you guys could see me right now.
single decisive blow. If it truly is intelligent, it will target our theory.
Maybe that needs to be my next investment.
Suddenly, she
That's
and shouts at
camera.
him that he is right above him. Jumo immediately dodges the
Okay, leave it down in the comments if I should get a camera so you guys can see me. I'm not sure though.
Even the leader admits that he also survived the beast's attack himself, which makes him realize just how incredible the director's perception was to recruit Chuba. He sincerely thanks our boy for saving them. Rivera brushes over the gratitude, saying they are compromised in a life and death situation, prompting the leader to non-deserve brothers for that problem. The next day, they finally reach the checkpoint, but you see absolute chaos. The leader finds it highly irritating as he essentially heads to the head of the Jade House and shines on about their arrival, yet no one is there to greet them. Our guy also finds it incredibly strange that such a massive base is completely deserted.
I don't like those.
Inside, they still don't find a single soul, which only increases his growing sense of dread. After a while soon, the representative for the chamber base comes over to greet them. When Chin asks why he is late,
Why is it
he learns that two of the Sun starts to explain.
It looks so bright, doesn't it? But like,
He sends the
you come through and it's
while taking Chin
dark.
the pretext and hand over the prestigious treasure. Something ancient about the base of the sun has special Chin medically all the way to him and the others.
I don't like this.
Chimo pulls out the corpse of the
If you don't know what's going to happen, just watch. Just watch. It's scarier when you're actually playing it, but like,
Greetings,
no.
boys and and welcome to your first day here in Playtime.
Let me in, let me in.
We're certain that in the
Let me
days to
in.
come,
Hang on.
Hang He instantly goes outside and snatches a pigeon. It works perfectly.
you'll find your new family here every bit as loving and supportive as your own.
Let me out, let me
Feel
out.
free to wander the halls, sit in the mess for lunch, or watch our children play and learn to their little hearts' content.
Ouch.
Join the innovationists, where the bounds of science are continuously pushed.
Yeah,
Join the
please.
counselors at Play
Let me out.
Diligence and care for our children will help shape a brighter future. Just you see. Now, every one of you has your part in that future.
Yo, bug. I'm about to get jump scared. It's not just like if. Huh? I know, but first time doing it. Yeah. Okay, I changed my earbud. So now it's on my right ear, so my left
Should
ear.
you come back tomorrow feeling unhappy
Got it.
with where you are or what you've done,
This would have been better
your supervisor is here
if I
and
was still
happy to
scared. Like Bug said, sorry, no.
should you
There's
come
no.
back years
Okay. Enough bowlers.
later. Your conscience finally getting the better. But you descend into the dark and the dust.
Look at that smile.
Incomprehensible universe. Reaching for powers for your return each, eager that they might find you. Perhaps they smiling from the shadow. Their smiling mouths full of teeth, meat, laughter, watching
It's first just to go look at
their
it.
turn at a war about. Perhaps
I'm.
won't allow you such time to figure your place
Look,
where you left.
it forces you to look at it.
Theirs now.
I'm trying to turn that now, but I physically cannot with my. This is. Bro's a giant. Bro's a giant. Bro's a giant. Bro's a giant.
But they never got me back. Consequently, I got of the six grandmasters sent to investigate the war, being the only grandmaster seen win the case right now. Because of this, we want you to understand how it has been cut and dried. If you first, they will resolve this issue soon.
Apply. Ooh! I'm refilling. The song just started.
If five grandmasters
Bad
investigate,
dream. Is it dream? Yeah, honestly.
Besides, the trial between the two cities happened months ago. What would we need to send their people on trial when they are facing such a huge shortage of manpower? At that moment, when the brothers arrive ready to fight the democratic, they are relieved to see he's already killed. They assume his son is the therapist. The son introduces our hero to opportunity work. Just as Lars thinking, Sun receives a call from the fire reps. Hanging up, Sun informs Chunuk and Shanwen that the guard captain has invited the three of them to the summit. They are left by the guards at the center of the base. Since the Grandmaster had to use the guard captain cannot leave the command center, they have to go over. Once in front of the office, guard tells them that Inspector Festival Chunuk steps in front. The door shuts, and he finds himself in total darkness. He immediately goes in the bar, wondering whether it's a trap or an illusion. The next moment, a barrage of arrows shoots toward him, which he easily dodges. Strangely, the move is a killing blow, yet he can't sense any actual killing intent. Then, he hears the Grandmaster comment that he is pretty sharp. Taunting the silhouette, he uses his space talent to instantly push the distance to her. When he attacks her position, he only breaks her chair. The woman is nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, the lights turn on, and he hears the Grandmaster praises him, revealing that she was just testing him. On the door below, the man was wondering what this test is all about. And at that moment, the door bursts open as both Shannon and Sun rush in. King Ben is quite worried about him, right after she married him. Grandmaster apologizes for frightening them, then explains her reason for the test. She needed to evaluate her for skills. In reality, they have discovered that the strange movements behind the ferocious beasts DNA. The culprit's human power contains a specific resource that is most likely to be protected under some attack. She has to ensure that she can trust human. That is protected, she can fully trust human, especially since he is the reason so many people are today for saved. Because of this, she offers him a spot in special teams and
No.
Hugo explains that they need to return to their own base to protect them. Kennedy interjects, explaining that their secret treasure needs to be back at their base today, otherwise it will become useless. Not for that, they would gladly stay in home. Understanding that the treasure must be delivered to the inside, recognizing the gravity of the situation, the Grandmaster decides to let them go. However, she offers an alternative. She invites our hero to become an external defense expert. This way, he doesn't need to stay at the base and only makes it come to their aid in life-and-death situations. In return, he will be funded $500,000 per year. Our guy gladly tells her that even without the position, he will be fine with working on any types that both bases are on friendly terms. After all, if the chain fund base falls, it will remain to the group. With everything settled, the new young party leaves as their destined home. Being normal, the Grandmaster's greatest hero, J-Force working along as secured such a talented boy for themselves. Some Marines, noting that they always pay close attention to maintaining the relationship with all parties, which is just an important part of doing business. The next expression is going to be serious, as they prepare to talk about greater business. After their long journey home, the team finally arrives at the rest phase of the Luna fate. They march on Sean and Ellen. Kate steps forward and hands over the secure treasure to her. Taking the item, she informs the group that their official reward will be processed through China to distribute them later. For now, she grants them premium healing elixirs free access to the Alliance Medical Center so they can rest up. The team is incredibly pleased with their generosity, eagerly asking them to follow up for the next position. As the group prepares to depart, Mo Shan stops Chico and gestures for him to join her. Later,
Do you see that?
she praises him for taking down a creature as elusive as the Black Beast, noting that the beast proves to be significantly stronger than she initially calculated. Just trying to brush off that heavy praise, she fears the conversation will raise serious matter directly related to the treasure just described. She reveals that the item is actually the key to a highly coveted secret realm, the Armlock Plate. Meanwhile, the exact same treasure is the subject of a sensitive question over at the Czech Sunday, where lawsuit is currently under intense investigation by Sharp and Grandmaster. Smith firmly declares that he has absolutely no idea of the Armlock Plate means. He aggressively defends himself, stating that as far as he knows, the treasure was simply a time-sensitive cultivation elixir. Because the medicine had a strict expiration limit, his team has rushed the delivery process, which he insists has absolutely nothing to do with any secret limit. The interrogator tells him she doesn't want to enter on it, but notes that the J House forces have been fairly sharp. Through their own independent investigations, the chain fund higher-ups know that the sudden abnormal surge of ferocious beasts around the base is being caused by a massive energy fluctuation. Specifically, the friction from the connecting point where the Rajah secret element overlaps with the present world. Knowing that a bucket-driven woman like Mo Shines can really make a finger at that massive return, they naturally suspect some military smuggled defeat. Some visibly trembles under the pressure but sticks to his story, flatly denying the claim anyway. Seeing his resistance, the winner changes tactics. She proposes a deal. If someone allows her to secure her own operation at the secret realm alongside her people, regardless of whether they make it out alive, she will slash the J House's local business tax down to a mere 5%. This massive financial incentive instantly catches Sun's interest. Unbeknownst to either of them, their highly classified mission is being monitored from the shadows by a mysterious figure wearing the same affiliated animal clothes. 3 days later, back at his own house, our boy is relentlessly practicing his blood and chi refinement agents. Testing his progress, he deliberately cuts his index finger, channels his inner energy, fills a smooth drop of dense blood straight out of his blood. The droplet flies with such terrifying velocity that it punches a clean, solid hole straight through the structure, acting exactly like a high-powered bullet. The result proves that his blood has successfully refined into a mercury-like state, incredibly dense, heavy, and completely unbreakable. This rapid transformation is all thanks to the premium blood refining pills no change has provided, which allowed him to reach this advanced state in just 3 days, a feat that even elixir of rhinoceros could never replicate. He pauses his training, recalling the critical information that was shared with him in the forum. He warns him that the secret divine will officially manifest in exactly 1 month, and the black hawk plate is the absolute key required to unlock the hidden spaceship usage. Crucially, the unit will have governing the realm of 10,000 unit can only accommodate cultivators who sit safely below the martial arts master level. To know his current status, Hargrave knows that his current realm makes him a perfect fit for the expedition, because on paper he only registers as a mid-stage martial artist. Yet his actual exactly what
Mine.
they're trying to
Mine.
The
Yes.
primary objective inside the hidden pocket is to locate the legendary woman Already, and she explicitly promised that the Jade House will not be used for any other treasures being covered into the way. Albion knows this is an incredible deal, but he still decides to push his training too far. He needs to
Oh, wow.
knowing that playing along as a valid secret criminal requires action. Having prepared for training, something to get inside. He notices the corner of a hidden box, speaking to his very hole he just blasted the wall. Curious, he reaches into the fretboard and pulls the dusty container out, wondering why such a thing is hidden inside his own head. He pops the latch open, finding a stack of old basic letters, a few books, miscellaneous papers. But with an immediate loss of attention, very
Mine.
strangely crafted bag resting right in front of his mind. After coming to his door, he gets out of the mental original shoebox, but he does not remember his box or the chest of arms. He also finds a diary. Opening it, he finds out that it is written by a woman of the original shoebox. She expresses her frustration and
Oh, I gotta put my controller on charge.
there is someone she refers to as Queen. He has her to be appearance of the most powerful being, which makes her believe that they are
Hang on. Okay, though. Charge?
especially
Yeah.
regarding the shortage of public funding for religious peace.
Why does it always land there?
6 or 7 weeks. She is doing this because she wants to get new population coming, so she wants us to get trained. When she hears the rumor of a seven ferocious beings, she pursues it in order to something that with
Whoa, it just yoinked. It just yoinked me, people. It just yoinked me. Just yoinked me. Ah. Mine.
So he decides to let the appraiser at the Jade House appraise it the next time he visits. 10 days later, North and Charm and others are leaving
Come on. Come on, little bot.
the two grandmasters
Yes.
are also there. The girl is Susanna, and the boy is the Babadook. The girl is curious to see the power of our boy, who is held in such high regard by the captain of the world's letting up. Meanwhile, the girl believes that Schumann certainly possesses the power. Then our boy arrives. Everyone feels the distinct powerful force moving. Both of the grandmasters can see that he is not someone to be underestimated. Even as he gets near
Come on. Yoink me up.
without wasting time, he shows her the dagger he wants her to praise for him. She immediately informs him that this dagger is made by fusing the bones of two
Yoink me up. Yoink me up.
and it is very
Come on.
This weapon is usually used as secret weapon because of how light it is, making no sound and possessing a hidden effect. Seeing the weapon, the female grandmaster is learning to test her skills and shoes. However, with the companion reminds her not to depart before the course, and for the purpose is to get as much treasure from the secret realm as possible.
Come
At that
on.
moment, our hero senses an energy
Alright.
fluctuation as the entrance is about to appear.
You know what?
Shanshan announces
Okay.
that the time has come to enter the realm.
Perfect.
She reminds everyone
So if I also do that whole entire thing again, I will crash.
Therefore, she was in the signal from her position. Everyone's towards her. She opens the box, and the key floats in the air in order to open the entrance. They immediately rush towards her. Actually, secret rooms are small doors that are connected but hidden to the new star planet. Occasionally, the place is the great change of heaven and earth. Some of these secret realms are rich in resources, like mountains, water, light, and even ferocious beasts, alongside a variety of every treasures, while others are very barren, single blade of grass. The case of the Wad Blah is a realm rich with materials made by martial arts. As soon as he enters the realm, his head hurts because of the unstable teleportation. Then, he decides to check his surroundings using space perception. At that moment, he does not find any danger nearby. However, his perception tells him there is a 500-year-old colorful orchid and a 300-year-old grass. Moreover, there are many precious spiritual herbs within the radius of 50 meters, and the concentration of vitality and energy here is extraordinary. With this strong vitality, he guesses that the beasts here will be on another level. The next moment, he spots the flare signal. This means everyone is gathering, so he gets there as well. Meanwhile, everyone else is surrounded by numbers of ferocious beasts. Mo Chanshan and her team are fighting them, and she cautions them to be on their guard. But they are only level 2 beasts. They outnumber them.
Whoa. How?
One of the guards is bitten by one of the beasts, while the others two are fighting off. But they are too many, overwhelming them. Mo Chanshan asks them to have patience. One is supposed to gather so they can save her. Suddenly, one of the beasts is about to strike her from behind, but she is saved by our hero. She cautions him that the beasts have them outnumbered. He assures her back that no matter the number, they are still just level 2 creatures, which he can easily kill. He raises his sword, and using his sword power, a red blade light flashes from his weapon, killing the beasts. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a mighty ferocious beast perches on a peak, looking at the lower level beasts on the ground. It has sensed someone entering the realm, which means that the key is found. Our hero wipes out the swarming beast. But strangely, he also feels the energy of the entire realm fluctuate slightly. Thanks to his space perception talent, he can sense that the spatial pattern of this secret realm is highly unstable. At that moment, everyone cheers for him to celebrate his incredible feat, and even though Champion steps forward to thank him for the rescue, the action of the entire group is successfully assembled. He explains that everyone was made. He then asks whether those two brainmasters are also targeting their specific crimes. She reassures him that the Changfeng Bureau is only here to gather basic resources and to restore the justice of their own base, so they will not interfere with their core operation. However, only explaining the sudden spike in danger throughout the night, no Changchun decides to cut their resource out of control. She wants to head straight toward the Zhuangming until suddenly gets painful. To make up for the lost exploration time, she even offers him half of the season-based compensation. Our boy has much. He senses that something far worse than the typical dangers of a secret realm is lurking in the shadows. He suggests that they need to leave as soon as possible, bluntly asking her if the genre of Cassidy is truly important enough to get out of the race. She smiles softly, pointing out that he has never actually come across a treasure chest until now. He explains his philosophy, that the treasure is too precious, but it's better for him not to know about it so long as it's free. But right now, the situation is dire. They need to evaluate whether this prize is worth risking for himself. Motion John takes a part in and screws out. She reveals that it's a legendary, top-tier heavenly treasure capable of allowing martial artists to break through their conceptual realm lines, granting them a staggeringly strong foundation. For example, a martial artist with a baseline of 200,000 Jin of physical strength can use the treasure to force a breakthrough of 300,000 or even 400,000 Jin instead of pre-show. It fundamentally raises Postmate's ultimate traits too. She asks him if he thinks it's worth it now. Our dude instantly admits that it absolutely is. His mind is already spinning over possibilities. If he possesses the voting system, the stronger his baseline strength is, the more terrifying his implications. He immediately urges the group to find the target without any further delay. Mo Chen-shan pulls out the wrong promptly, using its guidance to track the primary earth vein of the realm, which provides the perfect environment for the growth of the farmland prosperity. Meanwhile, deep in the mountains, the mighty beast also senses the active presence of the key. It growls a command, ordering its countless minions to find the intruders and bring the plate directly to its lair. A while later, the team arrives at a dense valley, surrounded entirely by the glowing rock plate. Suddenly, a fast-moving shadow ambushes one of the guards, forcing the group to rapidly form a defensive circle. Inspecting the deep lacerations on the bleeding guard, Lord Shanshan warns everyone that the attacking creature is venomous, and they must maintain total caution. Suddenly, one of the beasts lunges straight at Chunma. He counters instantly with a swift sword strike, but to his surprise, when his blade fails to pierce the creature's thick fur, even though his weapon can easily slice through solid gold. In the light, the team finally recognizes the monsters as golden-winged poisonous foxes. They are known to be dangerous level 2 beasts, but because they are naturally solitary hunters, no one can understand why they are suddenly packing together to launch a coordinated assault. The foxes attack again, forcing the guards to fight desperately, focusing entirely on avoiding the lethal venomous claws, since their own weapons can't cut through the monster's fangs. Mo Chen-chan also notices that even though these foxes share the same level 2 rank as the previous beasts, their raw speed and physical strength are vastly superior. Suddenly, our boy's sharp ears catch a strange, rhythmic sequence in the air, sounding exactly like a set of complex strategic instructions. Before he can warn the others, a shadow bursts from the bush, aiming straight for the young fox. With the distraction provided by the fox pack, a golden-winged poisonous raccoon successfully scoops up the artifact and takes to the air to fly away. Thinking fast, our boy arches his body and unleashes a precise, powerful strike that forces the raccoon to drop the plate. Mo Chen-chan dives to catch it safely, but she frantically warns Chunma that the beasts are clearly targeting the plate itself and are cooperating just as good. Our boy already notices the strange behavior, concluding that something is actively guiding their movements. He guesses that there must be an intelligent, high-level ferocious beast pulling the strings from the shadows, as monsters above
This one's a banger.
to awaken human-like spiritual intelligence. Activating his space perception talent, he scans the surrounding terrain and immediately locks onto his hidden target. Without a second thought, he triggers his space freezing talent, vanishing into thin air and materializing directly in front of the superior monster. He immediately attacks it. Without flinching, the beast blocks the strike with its hand, which feels like a human-like characteristic to our boy. Even when the beast pushes him away, he leaps into the air and lands a little far away from it. Analyzing the situation, Hugo realizes that
I'm just checking it so I don't mess it.
intelligence and characteristics. Its attack power is only at level 3, so he rushes right after it, but the beast tries to escape him. Argo appears right before him. He attacks it again, and when the beast falls to the ground, he comes right up to it and uses all of his sword power in order to pierce its body in a single blow. He's so confused because the physical strength of the beast is also elemental. At that moment, Motion realizes himself
How bug up the game somehow?
because these ferocious beasts are just too strange. He admits this is definitely the case since they show such contradictory characteristics. So, he decides he's going to check the status of its internal energy levels. But before he can touch the beast, he senses a weird feeling locking onto him from behind. At the very
You
last
know what that means if it's like that with open space? We're going to have to go a lot what?
Their raw strength sits comfortably at the peak of the martial artist strength, looking like they are right on the verge of breaking through into true martial arts mastery. Both of them flash blood for a hot minute, and the exchange makes everyone realize that this person is desperately after the corpse of the beast, meaning there must be some deep secret hidden inside it.
Hurry, before he sees us.
Strike dead and crash his own sword. The sheer power behind our voice blade completely overwhelms the enemy's weapon. The Rival blade doesn't just crack, it actually manages to slice right across the guy's face. The intruder steps back, openly admitting that he almost died just now.
What?
The command is actually
I just have to go that way. The way that he is.
His physical characteristics look freakishly similar to the intelligent beast. Right as the enemy tries to stomp the beast's corpse, Mo Shan rushes in and attacks him. The intruder dodges the move and immediately tries to make a run for it. Mo Shan yells at our boy not to let them get away, confirming that these people are definitely imposters. However, the two armed intruders suddenly burst into the field to rescue their companion, firing a volley of arrows to force our hero back. Grabbing their injured comrade, the enemy quickly flees the scene. Looking at the spot where they vanished, Mo Shan guesses they must have used a previous space instantly teleports somewhere else. Beneath the beast's corpse, Chuko wonders why a group of high-level intruders would go through so much trouble over a dead monster, becoming more convinced that a major secret is at play.
Subject is safe. Designated 1322. Clear neural
That's bad.
abnormalities were detected in his recent checkup. Though highly irregular, we pulled him from the home sweet home just before lights out to perform.
What are you doing out of bed? How did you get in here? Why did you take him away? He quickly drags her comrades out of the
Yo, look, my handprints are stained.
Meanwhile, the disguised intruders continue to discuss it. It turns out they are basically here to spy on Jennifer and figure out exactly what treasure she is hiding, figuring it has to be something insane and precious. However, the leader seems completely distracted. He is still obsessed with getting his hands on the corpse of that intelligent beast, believing the creature's biological traits hold a much higher worth to their mysterious hierarchs than whatever treasure Mo Shan is looking for. Meanwhile, Mo Shan completes her inspection of the dead beast and concludes that while it's
Why is it so dark?
evolutionary characteristics are somehow reached level 5. Schumer guesses that since only martial arts below the martial arts master can enter this world, maybe the local beasts are also forced to restrict their power levels to level 2 due to the strict capacity laws of the secret. Mo Shan finally approaches the lead, noting that ferocious beasts inside secret realms are usually nurtured directly by the world's raw vital energy, so she doesn't think the environment would actively suppress its intruders, since they can't figure out the exact reason. Probably will urgently change things out and search for their actual treasure as soon as possible. They step ahead and soon discover a hidden cave with a long-haul plate points directly inside. Mo Shan orders her remaining guards to stay outside and secure the perimeter, while she and Chuno venture into the tunnels. Walking inside, he notices that unlike a typical cave, there aren't any pesky bats or creepy vermin nesting around. Instead, the local vital energy flows through the air like a thick stream of water, pulling them deeper into the depths. Chuno wonders if the ultimate destination of this dense energy flow is their target prize. Deep inside the cavern, we finally lay eyes on the legendary stronghold he's studying. Counting them up, there were a total of 10 drops available. As for their original filtration deal, Ryan will work for the deal, but she gladly accepts.
if you think you can get in and you can't, well, use your grab pack to check for invisible wall. Because you can't see it. There's an invisible wall right here because it's invisible, right? Yeah. It's not like this. But you grab pack to the grab pack, it's there.
After analyzing the core energy, the next thing is right.
See?
Just like the legendary 10,000 spiritual essence we encountered before, this fog is heavily sealed by a powerful natural barrier. No Cheshire agrees that they have to break through and check it out, knowing that a massive treasure must be hidden inside. Working together, both of them step straight through the barrier. The moment they cross the threshold, an immense, suffocating pressure slams down on them, threatening to crush their lungs. Bracing themselves against the gravity-like force, they look up and spot a miniature violent tornado swirling directly around the glowing rock, the boundary origin stone. This stone is a legendary spiritual treasure that contains the pure, raw origin laws of the secret realm, allowing a human body to perfectly comprehend and master space changes. Because of its nature, the stone actively resonates with Chuma's hidden space talent. Struggling against the heavy pressure, Mo Shen turns to him and asks about the exact grade of his spatial affinity. When he confirms his space talent sits comfortably at level 2, where John works. Spatial talent is widely considered the absolute top-tier, rarest affinity in the world, and possessing it grants our hero deadly dual-skill synergy of both conversion and space perception. Mo Shen is incredibly glad to recruit him as a consultant, realizing his true potential is completely reached. She puts through the raging vortex, explaining that the projected hurricane gets exponentially stronger the closer a person gets to the center. There is absolutely
This is
no
Matt.
physical
Okay. How about okay, let's try this.
She then admits that this legendary treasure clearly belongs to her boy. The stone is entirely useless to anyone without a
Let's try. I slipped. That's Catnap. Bring me back up. And then Catnap just starts looking up and breaking his neck. Haha, you can't get me. You can't get me.
Besides, she already promised that every treasure outside of the healthy
What? No, it has like zero function. Besides, like, look,
he reaches through the rift and grabs the stone. The absolute acceptance
I'm pulling right now. And then the second I start to, like, look.
He sees the intelligent humanoid ferocious beast.
That's like, it's only right here when it's activates.
But his expression
You saw that? I was jumping. Like,
he now fully understands the terrifying secrets of this world. The intelligent, ferocious
now let's do it. Let me pull, and
by forcefully absorbing
it just snaps. And now let's try it without pulling. Yeah, nothing.
He drops a massive bombshell. Secret realm is on
Now I'm pulling.
The suppressed level 2 monsters aren't naturally bad. They are only being restricted by the realm's boundary walls. The moment the dimension shatters, those creatures will instantly regain their true terrifying level 5 power. Realizing the clock is ticking, Shumo suggests they immediately consume and absorb the Guanyuan chalcedony in the boundary origin stone right here in the cave, maximizing their physical and spatial strength to stand a fighting chance against the impending disaster. So, the plan is locked in. They will cultivate and absorb these high-tier treasures right here inside the cave, using the natural barrier as a perfect shield to guarantee their best reserve. Both of them know that grueling, high-stakes battle awaits them on the outside, making it absolutely vital to push past their current bottlenecks before stepping back into the open.
Nope.
Cultivation is typically a highly vulnerable process that requires absolute solitude.
So what? Let it be. I just scared me. I'm sorry, guys, that you have to watch me. It's pretty easy. What? Go.
Updated his updated combat data. Looking over his known results, his jaw nearly drops. Not only has his physical strength completely shattered his previous limits, but his baseline physical power now sits at a mind-blowing 500,000 G. At this staggering rate, even standard late-stage martial artists won't stand a ghost of a chance against him in a pure contest of brawn. Seeing that Mo Chanshan is still deep in her own meditation, he decides to seize the downtime to fuse with the boundary origin stone and see what happens. Holding the rock, he is initially unsure of how to initiate the absorption process, so he tries activating his raw internal energy to envelop it. Suddenly, a blinding, razor-sharp light erupts from the stone. For a surreal moment, his consciousness is pulled from his body, and he finds himself floating within a vast, cosmic galaxy. The pure white energy of the stone melts into a stream of starlight, absorbing itself entirely into his soul. When he opens his eyes, he is back in the cave, wondering what just happened as the residual starlight fully merges into his core. He looks down at his hands only to see the origin stone crumble and shatter, its energy completely spent. Checking his upgraded status, he realizes his space perception radius has doubled to 100 meters, and his space transfer now allows him to teleport instantly to absolutely any point within that perception range. To top it all off, he's granted a highly coveted portable space suit, allowing him to imprint a spatial mark on his own body that will be pocket dimension. Look through this portal, he spots the insufficient spatial form resting against his skin. Eager to test it, he injects a burst of spatial energy directly into the mark. The localized cube-like pocket dimension manifests around him, spanning roughly 20 meters in size. He notes that while it is just a starter size limited by his current energy capacity, it is a phenomenal beginning, and he hopes to expand the storage volume and improve the talent further down the line. Right at that moment, Mo Chen Chao successfully breaks through her own martial arts physical limit. Her raw physical power reaches a formidable 300,000 Yen, officially clearing her path to advance into the prestigious martial arts master realm. When Chino speaks out to congratulate her, she's visibly startled. She was so consumed by the sheer excitement of the breakthrough that she hadn't even realized he was going to keep watching her. She stares at him, commenting that he suddenly himself deeply appealing and fine, noting that henceforth nothing, and she wouldn't even sense his presence. For the very reasons that it is simply because he just finished fusing with the boundary origin stone. Since the artifact carries the exact same fundamental laws as the secret branch, its personal origin comes from the dimensions directly behind Forces respond to this strange activity any further. A violent, rumbling explosion shakes the cavern ceilings above them. Out of the valley, the pack of ferocious beasts has launched a brutal assault on the waiting perimeter guards. One of the monsters successfully battles the connection. As another guard rushes
Objective
over to his
stable.
fallen comrade, a
Designated
stealthy
1,
beast
read
leaps from the brush
2-2.
to ambush him
Clear
from
neural
behind. The
abnormalities
rocket through claws
detected
in
in
the
his
ground.
recent
Arjuna
checkup, though
materializes on the
highly
battlefield.
irregular.
Moving like a flash, she unleashes
Call
the sky-splitting
for
stone,
lights out.
cleanly severing the monster's lips in a sink of the dark. The surviving guards, utterly stunned to see him reappear so suddenly, looking exponentially more powerful than he did just hours ago. Without breaking the stride, Kumo dives straight into the fray as two massive beasts are ready to pounce on you for an limited fight. Utilizing his newly upgraded spatial talent, he moves out of space. A split second later, he materializes.
I forgot. Okay, I forgot.
Dropping down to start. The surrounding
Don't get
guards
mad.
watch the effortless, one-sided slam with wide eyes, completely awestruck by the easily experienced monsters. Finally understanding why Mo Chen Chai openly considers this teenager the undisputed strongest fighter in the entire martial arts group. Even Mo Chen Chai herself is taken aback, realizing that with every single battle, the boy somehow manages to return significantly stronger than before. Suddenly, a new beast steps into the clear. This creature possesses vastly superior, distinct human-like physical characteristics compared to the monstrous lessons. It demanded that the hand walk out Blakey, declaring that their king wants it immediately.
Yeah, we're doing. Now let me find this tape. If I can. I didn't press that. What's the room that we? This was the room that we were in. I honestly don't know what to do. I do not know. I do not know what we're doing.
It's it's basically it's something new with inspection finding it's important to go into it. Maybe step so so basically this reader is a little bit not a raise funds to win a charity auction. Now, this specific charity auction is a make-a-wish auction whereby all of the funds from the winning bids are given to Make-A-Wish, which is a fantastic charity that helps support often the children in very stressing and upsetting situations. And yes, our goal for endeavour Make-A-Wish, a fantastic charity, but yes, their goal is to make a bit of light into the situation, which is very good.
I don't know.
In order to help that charity auction, the basically
I actually get over here. I don't know. Ah.